Please, really? Sheriff Department.
This is awful. There's water all over the floor here. Garbage. I don't know if they over flooded the toilet, but okay, I'm done. You need to leave now.
Carrie and Jen here from HomesteadHow. One of the ways we support our homestead is through our vacation rental. Our homestead is a two-family, and we rent half of it out as a vacation rental. It's been a great experience. We've rented it out to over 350 guests with no issues. Well, no issues until now, that is. We had some guests come through that threw a huge party and completely trashed their place. Before we show you all the drama and everything that was destroyed, I want to say I don't want to discourage people from renting their place out. We've rented ours out over 350 times, and this is the only issue we've had. We had thousands of dollars worth of damage, but the company we rent our unit out through covered all of it through their hosting guarantee. So they actually took care of us, and we're going to show more of that in another video. Frankly, we have several businesses to support our homestead, and our rental unit is our favorite and most profitable. So just don't want to discourage people when they watch this. Overall, it's been an amazing experience, and we'll talk more about that in the remainder of this video. Because we're YouTubers and we wanted proof of all the damage, we got everything on video, including calling the guests, seeing them leave in a panic, rock walls getting run into, all in today's episode. Here's how it all went down, and here is what we learned. Our guests said they were going to have a small get-together, just 3 family members over, and around 9 o'clock at night, cars started arriving. And then another car, and then another car, until we had about 15 cars outside with a bunch of obnoxious people yelling and screaming and going up and down the steps.
Oh. It's fine. I just ran over rocks.
That was the sound of our rock retaining wall being destroyed. Our rental unit is above our primary home. We've never had a problem hearing guests before, but the party started getting louder and louder with stomping and yelling, guests coming in and out. And then we noticed people starting to set up tents out in the yard. That was the final straw. It was way out of control. COVID-19's going around and there's way too many people up there. So we called the guests and told them they had to leave.
Yes, you said 15 people after you booked. I will give you an hour. I will give you an hour to get everybody. Are you even here? This year, my youngest will be graduating high school. I wanted my 3 kids to experience something new and have some close bonding time. I feel like this would be a perfect place. Not, hey, I'm going to have 20 cars in your driveway, a tent outside, and kids talking that they're going to be drunk. I don't see that on here anywhere. You did not. My phone, I'm looking at right now. I don't care if it's quiet. I have children here. I have a daughter who has a health problem. It's 2 nights and you signed up for 3 adults. There's clearly kids up there that are drinking and God knows what. Okay, I'm done. You need to leave now.
And so they started to leave in a random order, bumping into each other's cars and crashing over our rock retaining wall. It was pure chaos. I assumed they were drinking, but I didn't know for sure. I yelled out the window several times and told them not to drive and that there's a cop at the end of the road and they need to get their parents to drive them home. But they didn't listen, so we called the police.
Brady, get out of the car right now. Get out. Let's go.
Hey! You better not be driving drunk, they're gonna wait for you! You better be sober or wait for your parents! Well, you can tell that to the cop, he's waiting right out there. There's 2 squad cars at the end of the road. You better not be driving drunk!
Don't hit my car. Okay, straight back, straight back, straight back. Stop. Like, level 4. I don't know why you're trying to leave. Okay, you have to go straight. We have to go straight. No, you turn all the way forward. Turn all the way right. No, you turn all the way right. Yeah, turn all the way right and then circle around. Yeah.
Okay, somebody's running in the bushes. I don't know why. I just saw a flashlight in the bushes.
There's a red car over there. I don't know if it's stuck or what.
I would never leave my kids or vouch for them to do that. I'm afraid to go upstairs. Well, I called the cops. What do you else? I don't know what else to do.
At this point, we had called the police, but they weren't able to make it over quite yet.
It's fine. I just ran over rocks. Alex.
The first car ran over a rock retaining wall, then 3 or 4 others drove over it. A couple of the big boulders were actually dragged down the driveway about 30 feet. One of the policemen noticed it later.
And there's still another car sitting out there. I think there's still another one back in the back. They had at least 15 cars here.
Not long after, 2 police officers arrived, and I gotta say, these guys were amazing and they did a wonderful job for us. Much respect.
So where are they staying?
Upstairs.
Is it okay if we go outside?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be extra careful. Cars wide, there's about 15 cars out here. Banging, yelling, screaming. We saw a kid setting a tent up outside. And now with the assistance of the police officers, we went upstairs to see what sort of damage we're looking at.
Sheriff Department.
It smells.
Yeah, it's just garbage. Yeah, it smells like alcohol. Looks like you got some bush light too.
Oh, bonus. Oh, look at this. That's probably what the smell is.
Oh yeah, the old jungle juice, huh?
That's the marijuana.
Well, yeah.
I thought it smelled a little skunky. This huge tub of beer and ice was leaking. Oh, we're leaking gallons of water into the floor and down below.
There's a bunch of cans in the sink in there.
That's crazy. I wonder how many there were, because they weren't even here that long. They started getting here 10 o'clock. It was like an hour, and I'm like, we gotta shut this down. They're gonna be here till 3 in the morning because more and more were coming. It's full of cans. That's full of cans.
Sink in there.
Jeez.
Got some pizzas and tortillas.
Oh, yeah.
Steak. Wait.
Yeah, I'm glad we shut this down.
Kyle, did you look through all these rooms?
At this point, we were concerned we'd find someone passed out because there was one vehicle remaining in the driveway, unaccounted for.
Sheriff's office.
By this point, a couple hours passed. Jen did call the guests and verify that all of the kids/guests did make it home safely, including the one that owned the vehicle that was still there that we had to end up getting towed. Look at all those cans, Jen.
I'm not.
No, in there, the whole sink's full of cans. That was after an hour of them being here. Imagine if they would have been here all night.
I think the commissary room is all in here. It's all in here. Obviously missing. This.
This mixture of Hawaiian punch, which is like pure sugar, and vodka was just leaking all over the place. It was in the drawers, as you can see there. It was in the cabinets. It leaked down onto the floor underneath the cabinets. It's just a sticky mess, and we're going to end up with ants everywhere.
Well, I'll save the container, but what do you want to do with the drink? You get stuff in the fridge, more drinks. Me.
Look at this, is all wet.
Come off, it's going to be rings on there. There's, look, the couch. I don't know what that is. There's some white stuff over here.
Look at, did you do these little cups? You know how much alcohol is in there? What are we going to do with it?
Put it down the toilet. No.
You're going to have to waste all that?
Yep.
Too bad we can't give it to a good cause. So all in all, our couch was destroyed with stains that wouldn't come out. Our dining room chairs were all stained beyond repair. We had to pay our cleaning lady hundreds of dollars to do a deep cleaning, bring in an ozone machine to try to get rid of the horrible smell of pot and booze that stained everything. We had to have the carpets shampooed. We had to deep clean all of the flooring that had the sugary syrup all over it. Someone took a fishing rod and stabbed it and sliced up all of our screens on the porch, which are going to be a nightmare to replace because they're about 20 feet in the air. Besides the screens being damaged, the carpet at the seams was all torn up.
There was 2 more bags that the cops took out for us.
Dripping all over the ground.
Oh my god. Go, quick! Don't get on my carpet! It's all over the floor. We're gonna have ants everywhere. This is that red punch vodka stuff that they had. It's all over. There's a nice big hole right here. Yeah.
Tow truck's here.
Okay. And we had to call a tow truck, the cops did, because they left their car. There's a car down there.
All in all, this was a rough experience. We had thousands of dollars worth of damage, plus lost bookings from several guests that wanted to stay shortly after that we had to cancel because we were fixing everything up. Luckily, our hosting company was awesome. They have a hosting guarantee, sort of an insurance program for issues like this, and they covered all of the damages for us. That was the reason it took a while for us to get this video out. We wanted to get everything sorted before we did that. So we're really happy with that. So I understand kids will have parties. We've all been there. What I don't understand is a mother booking on behalf of her kids so that they can go to another person's home, which is our business, by the way. It's how we pay for our homestead, and throw a party. Well, she wasn't even there for 30 kids during a pandemic. It's absolutely crazy. I'm just thankful no one got hurt. So I'm not sure what we could have done differently as hosts. The guests clearly lied to us and said there was only going to be 3 guests. In the future, we're going to triple screen people and say you absolutely cannot have any additional people here. Make it known that we live on the property. I'm not sure there's much else we can do beyond that. In our next video, we're going to do a huge deep cleaning with our cleaner. We're going to have to replace all of the screens. We're going to have to replace the couch and the chairs. We're going to take you along for the process, so please be sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below. Typically we do videos about homesteading, but this is our homesteading business, so we wanted to share it with you all. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, share with a friend, post it on Facebook, and be sure to check back because the next video we have is us fixing up the unit and really taking it to a next level. It was a really exciting video. I'm editing it now and you're not going to want to miss that one. Thanks for watching.